What up you guys, it's your buddy Randall. Welcome back to the Quickcatchandrelease YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going over the Okuma Classic CLX. But we're gonna go over these reels, and before we jump into the video and go any farther, I just wanna tell you guys, I've been using these reels since I was 9 years old. I'm 23 now. That's a long time, so I think I have a good point of view to give you guys on what I think about these reels. These reels hold a very deep place in my heart. So I'm gonna try my best not to give a biased rating. So let's dive into it. I'm gonna give you the pros, then the cons, and then if I think you should buy it or not, and if it's worth it. So first and foremost, let's go over the clicker. This is one of my favorite things about these reels. And we'll just turn this bad boy on, and all you gotta do is flick this little button down, and you just listen right away. Music to my ears, guys. This reel I bought back in May, so less than a year, okay? That's a pretty loud clicker for this, but let's go back 13 years and listen to this clicker. Almost just as loud. This reel itself has seen some big fish. Like I said, it holds a very soft spot in my heart. Now the XT right here has just this little level wind. I think it may have a bigger gear ratio, but other than that, it's a beautiful reel. Aesthetically, it looks great. It looks great on any pole that you put it on. These reels just look nice. They just look nice in general. And you can see aesthetically, a little bit different, but more than likely the same reel. But other than looking pretty and sounding good, you may be scratching your head out there thinking, Randall, does it cast out far? It casts out pretty far. I run these bad boys with a 12-foot pole, and it can get me about 60 to 70 yards into the river. It can't get me any farther because there's a level wind on it. If you're a bank fisherman, 60, 70 yards is still far enough. And it's far enough to catch me big fish, right? And I'll leave the big fish on the screen as we go so you guys can see them and see how well this equipment does in the field. And I'll also leave some videos on here too while I'm talking so you can see me actually use this reel against big fish. Now the other thing I like about this reel is that it fits the perfect amount of mono onto it that I need. This is 40-pound test line. I go all the way down to 30 sometimes on these. 40-pound test line, you're probably getting around 150 yards, 200 yards on this reel, which is really all I need. I don't need that much. And I can cast out about 50, 70 yards, and it can fall into about 100 foot of water, and I still have line left over on this reel with 40-pound test line. Now, if I put 30-pound test line, that's more than enough. So regardless, that's another thing I like about it. It's small and it gets the job done. Another thing I like about it is the star drag. It's easy to adjust this drag on the go. You're just flipping it. The drag on it itself is 17 pounds. If you're wondering if that's big enough to catch a catfish, well, it is. It's big enough to catch a 70+ pound catfish. You can probably use this in the ocean as well, I assume so. If you hook a small shark, this will probably work on the beach. Very good reel, very durable. I wouldn't put braid on it though. I mean, you can, I just don't like it. I'm not a big fan of braid, but regardless, it does a great job just because the level wind helps it quite a bit, especially when you're reeling. It puts the line on there evenly, get your line on there, gets the job done. These reels on the market go for about 40 to maybe 50 bucks, depending on the time of year. They're really cheap reels for what they are and what they do and what they can do for you. Like I said, a great piece of equipment. I think I hit everything. I'm not really sure. If I forget, well, I'll bring it back up. But let's go over the negatives and what I don't like about it. And there's a few negatives I have about this reel in particular. The first one is I don't like the level wind. I did when I was 9 years old, but now that I'm 23 and I'm moving to a open face conventional, which is basically non-level wind, I don't like it no more. Now, if you're a newbie, if you're now just using conventionals like this with a level wind, this is a good reel for you. It'll help you learn. It'll help you get used to it. It's fairly cheap. This one was my first Christmas present. I remember getting it for Christmas when I was 9 years old. I asked for this reel, believe it or not. So there's some history behind it, but the other thing I don't like about it is the gears in it and the fact that I've gotten sand into these gears and it's, well, made it grimy. Now that could be me just contributing to me neglecting these reels, but like I said, I'm a dirty cat fisherman. I get in the mud. I like to go around, explore, and get dirt on me. And these reels, they hold up to the task, not as much as I would like them to, all right? 12 years of using this, it's done well. But this one in particular has got some type of gear broke in it. I gotta send it off to get it fixed. But for 12 years of use and as much as I fish, I think that's pretty good. I mean, you can't expect this thing to last forever. It's not the Toyota of the fishing world, okay? Like I said, beautiful reel, gets the job done, can cast you out, put big line on it, you can catch big fish. Now the gear ratio on this bad boy is a 3/8-1. What that means is you can reel it in 24 inches per crank. That's not really a fast retrieval, but you don't need it if you're trying to catch big catfish. If you're going to a 7-1-1 ratio, that's like some saltwater crap like Daiwas and stuff like that. That's like a 46-inch retrieve. This one is not up to par with that. Probably because it's a cheaper reel, but it doesn't matter. It gets the job done and it catches big fish. So would I recommend it for someone like you? If you're watching this video, I'm sure you're interested in this and you're probably curious if you should get it or not. Well, for the past 13 years, it's really helped me catch big fish. I don't really like to brag a lot on reels, but this one in particular, like I said, holds a special place in my heart. Okuma in general, I'm not sponsored by them, but I like this reel in particular. All their other reels, don't know, haven't tried them, but I like this one. It's worked for me. I am moving on to different reels to try them, to review them for you guys. I'm not gonna let you know what they are right now. You just have to subscribe and keep in touch and you'll see what they are. But I'll give you a hint, they're non-level winds. Now I will continue to use these reels and I'll probably shift these reels into a different use, probably carp fishing or something like that. But if you should buy this reel or not, it honestly depends on what you're looking for. If you're a beginner and you want to switch to conventionals like that, I would pick up that reel. And if you don't pick up a couple, just maybe pick one out, use it for a while, and if you like it, pick up another. It's definitely a reel that's lasted me a long time. It's caught me big fish. I'll say that over and over until the day I die. Rating it, if I'm on a boat, it's an 8 out of 10. Okay, it gets the job done, it catches big fish, it doesn't have a fast retrieval, it's got the right amount of drag, level wind's good on it, it does the job. If you're bank fishing, I'm gonna be fair as possible. Like I said, I like these reels personally, for me, man, this is hard to rate. For me, it's a 6 out of 10. But if we're talking about the average Joe that uses it, it's probably a 5 out of 10. It's right there with the Piece of Fun Chaos reel. The only thing that this has above the Chaos reel, well, it has multiple things above the Chaos reel. If you want to watch that video, go watch that thing. That thing's not a piece of junk, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. This thing stays together, okay? I've used this thing for 13 years and it has not fallen apart on me yet, okay? And it has another thing on the Chaos. It fits more line. I like that. And not just braid, mono. It fits more freaking mono. I like that. So if I would buy it, yeah, I'd buy it. I bought one last year and I'm still using it. You may see it in a video. So if you like catfishing and if you have one of these, leave a comment down below on what you think about these reels, how you feel about them. If you think anyone else watching this video should buy them, because you know, I'm not the only guy using this. In fact, I'm sure there's a bunch of you out there that use this. And if you do, like I said, give your insight to the people who are watching this video, because majority of you watching this want to know, should I buy this reel? And like I said, I'm not going to persuade you to, but the 13 years of experience I have using it, it's done good to me. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let's try to get to 100 likes this video. Like I said, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about this reel, and if this is a fair rating too. Make sure to subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers on the channel. That is a big goal, and every subscriber counts. And I really appreciate you guys for watching. Peace, love, God bless, and fish on, my friends.